Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Garden Guitar. We have Montell Fish here with a song called Better Off, Not in Love. So Montell has been with us before on this channel. Perhaps you watched tutorials like I Destroy Myself for You and I Go 1,000 Miles for You. So he does a lot for somebody, and this time he's better off not in love. So it goes a little bit back and forth like it does in life generally. So anyway, nice song come out there from Montell Fish. Better off. Let's take a look at this one, and we have some interesting chords here. I'm gonna go over them. And perhaps you noticed I played high up here on the fretboard in the beginning of this introductional tutorial, and then I went down here. That's the exact same chords, but just different ways of playing them. And it has both strengths and weaknesses depending on how you look at it. But anyway, we're gonna go over them. So we're gonna start with the B minor part. So the first half of the intro I played was with bar chords only. So I started with B minor, that's a bar chord. And this version here is high up here with a bar on the 7th fret. And you notice here, no need for any capo. So we'll come to that, but 7th fret, that's where you bar all strings. And then you need to add 9 on A and 9 on D. That's the B minor. All right, then we have the A, and that's another bar chord here. We have the bar now on the 5th fret, and you bar all strings there. And then you need to add 7th on A, 7th on D, and 6 on G. And then finally we have the D major 7, and that's a bar still on the 5th fret, and you bar 5 strings this time from bottom up. You don't have to bar the last E string if you don't want to, but then you need to add 7th on D, 6 on G, and 7th on B. So that would be the chord progression from the beginning till the very end. B minor, A, and the D major. And one interesting thing here is when you come to A and you go over to the D major, you don't have to release the grip here you have on the barred 5th fret where you bar all strings from the A. You can just keep that exact same bar. It doesn't hurt to bar all strings, but often I mention you don't have to bar that string. That is because it doesn't belong to the chord, but you can still keep the grip there, so you don't have to focus on that when you switch the under fingers to get the next chord. So in this case, I kept the A bar finger there, this index. I kept that, and you can also keep the 6th fret G string from the A. To keep that there, and then just recuperate your fingers to get the D major. So in that case, you don't have to lift off everything and try to get all the fingers right for the D major chord. You think what is the best scenario for you to go from A to the D major, and that could be to keep the bar there, even if that is not a part of the actual chord, the 5th fret E string. You can keep it there, and then also keep the 6th fret G string and just move 2 fingers to this position. All right, so from A to D major. I thought that could be interesting for you to understand what I mean sometimes when I mention you don't have to bar that string. All right, so that's one thing to get from this tutorial. The other thing is to sometimes you have the opportunity to choose where you want to play things. So now I'm going to show you the second version of these chords. So we're going to go over the B minor, A, and D major up here, okay? So the B minor, it's still a bar chord. Now you have the bar on the 2nd fret, and you bar 5 strings from bottom up. And actually you could bar all strings if you want to, but the 6th E string in the bass there doesn't belong to the B minor chord. So 5 strings is what belong, and that is what I mentioned it. So if you want to bar that as well, if that is more convenient for you to just grip everything there, it's up to you. Anyway, bar on 2nd, and then you have the 4th fret D string, 4th G, and 3rd B. That's the B minor. All right. Next, chord A. That is open A, second E, second G, second B, and open E. And the final chord is the D major 7. And it goes with a short little bar on the second fret. You bar the E, B, and G string there, and then you incorporate also the open D string. So that is open D, second G, second B, second E. All right. So you have two options here, and that means, my friends, you can jump from B minor to this position, to A down here, and back to D major if you want to really make your life tough and jump all over the fretboard. That means we have different options to play chords at different places here. All right, so sometimes you prefer to stay up here and play in this area. Sometimes you stay up here, and that is what I would do for this specific song, because these chords with bars high up on the fretboard, they have also higher notes to this chord. That's the exact same chord, but just a different spectrum of it. So you get covered higher strings if you go higher up on the fretboard, so higher notes. So that means that note here, you don't find that one in the B minor with this version. All right, so that's the strength of having chords high up on the fretboard. You get higher notes. Anyway, a lot of the chit chat here, just some explanations of how it works. So let's do the strumming pattern now. I'm gonna go with the bar chords only version. So the B minor, one string around goes like that. So down, down, up, down, up. That's how it goes. So one string around is down, down, up, and you're gonna play B minor 2, then A1 and D major 2. And that's it. From the beginning till the very end, it goes like that in this song. So B minor 2, A1, D1, like this. Or you see many options there. And yeah, I'm happy to be able to explain these little difficulties sometimes to understand with the song from Montell called Better Off. Hope you enjoyed it, guys, and if it was helpful for you, make sure you subscribe to this channel and like this tutorial and all that good stuff. Leave me a comment of what you think generally about the content here on Gordon Guitar perhaps, or whatever you want to feel to write, mention and comment here. So thank you so much, guys. Until next time, play tuned.